we would say positive things about it is we're our own boss. We have our own schedule. We don't get paid a lot, but we love what we do. We love taking care of the animals. And it does take quite a bit of our time and effort and income to do that. But people think that we raise beef just to harvest them for products in the grocery store, but we do. That is the end product, but we take as good care of them as we can.
We don't want to abuse them because that is a source of that's part of our life. They're part of our family, kind of.
We get pretty attached to them a lot of times.
I mean, you spend 2 hours doing chores in the evening, an hour in the morning, and you're around those cows all the time, every day, 365 days a year. And when they get sick, we try our best to keep them alive.
What do you do during your daily care of cattle?
We go out, and the first thing that we do is we make sure everybody has water, and we have automatic water, so we have to make sure those aren't frozen when it gets cold outside. And then we check to make sure that everybody is healthy and no runny noses or anybody acting weird. And then we feed them and make sure they have a good clean bed to sleep on at nighttime, and just make sure that their health is really good.
Okay.
I've been checking cows every 4 hours, day and night, make sure, because it's cold, I don't want the calves to freeze. Because when the calf's born, it's coming out of the cow's temperature is 101 degrees, it's wet. So when it's 0, that's a 100-degree temperature change on that calf. So it's real critical because they'll freeze. What we fed the cows was ground up corn stalks and corn, that's still on the cob, run through a chopper and ground it up, and then we put it in a bag out there, and it goes through a fermentation process. That's what keeps it from spoiling. So it does not freeze in the bag, it will freeze around the outsides.
What's the difference between feeding cattle corn as to feeding them grass?
Feeding cattle corn will make the cattle fatter and makes meat more marbling, which is the fat inside the meat. And feeding cattle grass will make the meat more leaner. And they say that feeding cattle grass is a little bit healthier, in the meat, but when you feed them corn, it makes the meat more tender.
Okay.
The advantage of that is you don't have to have a bull around. Bulls are mean. I'll just tell you, bulls are mean.
They can.
Not all bulls are mean, but bulls can kill you. So
They're like big, overgrown, playful dogs sometimes. They don't know how big they are, because they'll butt the cows, or like we have 3 yearling bulls out there, and they're just like playmates right now, but they're big bulls. They push their head up against you and pin you against the wall, you're going to get hurt. There's several different breeds of beef cattle. We chose Simmental because of a lot of things, but they're more docile than some breeds, and the performance, like how fast they get to mature weight, because you want to be economically sound, you want to put as little time and as little money into an animal as you can to get it to mature size.
Anything to make them grow faster?
No, we don't thing to make them grow faster because natural growth is the best thing for cattle. But there are people that do that, and it's not always a bad thing. It's only a bad thing when they use it like in more quantities, like in bad quantities. But when they do that, it's because they want to get the cattle into where they're going and out as soon as they can, because the less amount of feed you have to feed them, the more profit you're going to get.
Okay.
So, a lot of people raise Angus. That's a very, very popular breed. They have a good organization for their producers. And when you register a calf, you have to have like a certificate like of their sire, and so it's a little more steps to register an Angus calf than the Simmental, and we didn't have to do that for them, so that was another reason we chose Simmental. And we wanted something different.
What do you think about the people that use those growth hormones?
I think it's not the smartest thing to do because it makes the cattle breeders and the cattle people look bad. It makes us look like we're trying to steal everybody's money and take advantage of the cattle.